Hello there, Private Wayno here, and today I've got a few games to show you what I've picked up this week. Not many, just 6. He said 6! 6, 7! The annoying word that is. I also got these little box things with characters in, and a little discussion like what you like when it comes to conditioner games, and a little rant. Anyway, let's get on to the 6 games that I picked up this week. 6, 6, 7. I hate that. I hear that all the time still. It's so annoying. Anyway, I've got 3 games for the Wii and 3 games for the PS2. We'll start off with Top Trumps Doctor Who. You all know what Top Trumps is. It's a card game. You get like different categories like power, etc. You choose the strongest one, and then the other person takes their card, and whoever has the highest number wins. I picked that up for £1 from our red shop. It did have a sticker on saying £13, but no, it wasn't that. I would have never paid £13 for it. But yeah, for £1 I'll pick it up. So for the Wii games, there's a lot of cheap ones out there, and even if they're no good, I'll pick them up. And kids can always have a bash on them, and if they don't like them, hey, it don't matter, does it? The next one I got was Space Camp. Just looks like a game with like little multiplayer games on there, little things in space. It's probably not brilliant, but if it keeps kids entertained for longer than 5 minutes, it's £1 well spent. This next one, I've never seen it before. It sounds interesting, maybe not for the kids, but I thought I might have a bash on this one. It is Anno, create a new world. And on the back it says like build little cities and, you know, protect them and stuff. I thought, I think I paid about £2 for that one. Never seen it before. Thought pick it up, why not? I'll move on to the 3 PS2 games, and like I say, if I ever see a game in a shop and I've never seen it before, even if it looks garbage, I'm like, not seen that before, need it. And then I suppose sometimes that's how you find a good game, isn't it, when you do stuff like that, or you find a garbage game like it looks. But I got this one, and it's got I can't remember the name of it now. There's a game on PS1. I can't remember the name of it. It'll come back to me. But this one is called Jet Iron GP. I paid about £1 for that. It's like spaceships racing. You'll have to put in comments because I know the name to it. And for some reason I'm absolutely blanked and I cannot. Was it Wipeout? Possibly Wipeout. It's got that vibe about it. Next one. I think it was just the artwork that did it for me. This, I think, really like the artwork on this game. I don't know how I'm pronouncing it. I might be killing it here. It's either Curry Mix or Curry Mix. Yeah, it looks like you've got 2 characters. You can play multiplayer, and you control them like going down the sides of the screen and stuff like that. It does say there's a single player version now, but it does look interesting. Like I say, it's the artwork that got me. I think that's awesome. The last game I picked up this time is to fill us upset. It is Evil Dead, Fistful of Boomstick. I love that game. I loved it years ago. It's got Ash Williams in it, Bruce Campbell, whatever you call him. And it's just basically go around killing deadites. You get a chainsaw, you got a shotgun. What more can you want? And he's got all these witty comments and stuff like that in it. It's a good game. Yeah, I was playing that the other night. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, but that's all the games I picked up. And like I said, for the Evil Dead, that was the last one I need to finish my collection. I've got the Evil Dead PS1. I've got the Fistful of Boomstick, Regeneration, and one on the Xbox One Series X, which is a multiplayer game. So, game closing down all over the place. I don't know if yours are doing 80% sales and that, but I picked these up a while ago, I should tell you the truth, but they're like little arcade machines. I think they're made by Funko or something, but they're like little arcade machines, and they're the characters that you can get. I like little figurines. They're not bad. I think I paid like £1 or £2 at the time for them. So I've already opened them. I'm not going to pretend to open them, but these are the ones that I've got. So we've got out of them we've got Blinky, the Ghost from Pac-Man. Nice little figures, right? Got Miss Pac-Man. And the last one, which is probably my favourite of the three, Centipede. They look really cool. About a couple of quid each or something. Yeah, I think they're awesome. Right, so next thing I was on about condition of games. Now, I've been to the famous Red Shop, and I've been there lots of times in the past. And I know that it's not always the shop. You do get some good stuff in some of the shops, and you get some not so good shops, some items in some of them. Now, the amount of games that I've turned down for the odd scratches on them, and I'm thinking now, am I just too picky? Because it's like stuff like PS2, it's a hardy machine and it will play a lot of games. Even with some marked up games, it plays them well. And I'm thinking sometimes, am I just, too picky with this stuff? And I can see sometimes that I think, oh, here he comes, he's going to want to look at all the discs. And I get it now, and I'm thinking, yeah, fair enough if it's scratched to hell, like Freddy Krueger's been all over the disc or something. I'm thinking, sometimes I start to think, am I just too picky? And I think it stems from when I was a kid, and I was brought up to always look after my things. And I'm literally, as a kid, I would play a game, I'd get it out of the box carefully, I'd take the disc out correctly, I'd put it in the machine. When I finished playing, I'd take it straight back out of the machine, put it back into the box. The manual never left the box. If it did, it went straight back in the box. I'd close the box and it'd go on the shelf. And I was like that every time I played a game. So my games were always brilliant condition, but that was how I was brought up. So maybe it stems from that, I'm not sure. Right, just let me know what you're like with your condition of games. Are you the same, or do you not mind as much? So I'm going to have, CX have the warranty thing. If they don't work, you can take them back. So I might have to start being a bit more, because I probably let a lot of games slip, which I wouldn't have minded having. Right, let's get on to the rant now. So, finished work the other week, and my wife picks the kids up from school on certain days because she goes to work at a certain time. And sometimes I meet her in a certain spot because it's on the way back to the house. So she picks the kids up and then she comes to this spot, I jump in the car, we go off home, then she can get ready to work and I'll have the kids. So I get to the meeting spot after work, so I walk all the way there, and I'm stood there and I'm waiting outside, same spot I always stand in, and I had one of them bloody energy drinks, didn't I? And I know I said I won't, but sometimes, anyway, it was playing mayhem with my stomach, and I was pacing up and down, and I was pacing, and it had gone right through me. I was dying for a wee, and I was dying for a poo, and I thought, oh God. And anyway, so I'm pacing up and down, and next minute, like the house opposite, across the street where I was waiting, a guy, I'd say he's in his 60s, and he comes out marching out of his house, and I thought, straight away, the way I looked, I thought, oh, here we go. I thought, got some mail carrying on his way. Anyway, I didn't think anything, and yeah, he was marching to me, and he comes like,
can I ask you what you're doing waiting here on my street?
No, maybe I said, well, not really, it's not to do with you. And I said his face, and I was like, but I'm not that type of person. And I went, well, I've got nothing to hide, so I'll tell you anyway. I said, I've got nothing to hide, so I'll just let you know. My wife's at work, so going to pick the kids up from school. She's coming to pick me up here after work, and we'll all go together.
Right, because I'm wondering what you're doing. I thought you was one of them strays. I thought you was waiting around and that.
So I think he was basically trying to say he thought I was a homeless guy waiting across the street. Cheers, mate. Made me feel brilliant there. He thought I was a homeless guy. He said, gets his hand out.
I even had a fiver in my hand. I was going to give it to you.
So I did contemplate pretending to be homeless so I could take the £5 and go and get a game from the famous Red Shot, but I thought, no, I can't do that. So I said, no. I said, I'm just waiting for the wife. She's coming to pick me up from work.
Right.
Okay.
He said, well, why are you pacing up and down then?
I went, I'm paced up and down because I'm busting for the toilet, mate. He says, right.
Do you want to go to my
Toilet? And I thought, God, I've only just met you. I went, no, you're all right, mate. I had visions of me going to this guy's house, him clonking me up back at head and wake up like in that movie Hostel or something, tied up or something like that. I was like, no, you're all right. I'll wait for my wife. And anyways, he went, all right. And he went back to his house. I mean, Mrs. must have only been about 5 minutes after this, but it felt an eternity. And you just know he was there in curtains like that, looking as you come from it. Is he telling the truth? But anyway, that's what happened there. Anyway, that was what I got this week. Ciao for now.